Next on Worcester News tonight, a new development in the Muslim cemetery issue in Dudley. Find out what's next for the town. Plus, time is running out on holiday shopping. A look at last-minute shoppers. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. We'll look at how police are making sure the roads are safe this holiday weekend in a minute. But we start tonight in Dudley, where there appears to be a settlement over a proposed Muslim cemetery. The town says it has reached some agreement with the Islamic Society of Greater Worcester on the cemetery proposal. Today, the town announced the Muslim cemetery will take over 6 acres of land, and the Islamic Society has the right to expand at a later date, but not for at least 10 years. Earlier this year, a public hearing process for the proposal was halted when the Islamic Society filed suit against the town in state land court. They originally wanted all 52 acres of land for the cemetery. We caught up with a trustee from the Islamic Society who says they are glad a compromise has been worked out.
We forward to work with the town of Dudley, and we just want to assure them that they will find us very good neighbors, and we will hope that they will provide the same, I would say, help and open arm to us.
In making the announcement, the Dudley Board Chair, Jonathan Ruda, also released a statement saying the two sides have developed a mutually acceptable path and, quote, "We want to stress that the town's sole interest and motivation has been for all parties to respect the legal and regulatory process and has absolutely nothing to do with the religious affiliation of the applicant." Well, this weekend is one of the heaviest traffic weekends of the year, with many people out of work early today and heading out to see loved ones. The roads throughout central Massachusetts have been packed with holiday travelers today. Our Catherine Andrioli joins us live with a look at how police are dealing with the holiday traffic. Catherine?
Well, Andy, the parking lots were packed this weekend, and so were the roads here in central Massachusetts. And now local law enforcement has a couple reminders for people getting in the car. The Westboro Rotary is backed up several miles in all directions, something Police Chief Alan Gordon says is not unusual the day before Christmas Eve.
Well, usually, we start right around Thanksgiving. You know, Black Friday comes around and traffic, it just gets horrendous.
It's a familiar scenario for drivers navigating through central Massachusetts, getting their last-minute Christmas shopping done right up until the big day.
A day like today, the kids are out half a day. They get out of school early. People are out of work early. You know, they're heading home. They're trying to do their last-minute Christmas shopping, and just everything is coming into one location in the center of town.
Gordon says heavy traffic has led to a spike in accidents this year. Usually they have more when the winter weather hits, but this year, he says, people seem more distracted.
So the uptick in accidents, I think, again, if people are rushing, they're just not paying attention. We've had, some that are texting while they're driving.
Another thing police are watching out for this holiday season is drunk driving. The chief says the results can be devastating if someone gets behind the wheel after being at a holiday party and having a couple drinks.
This time of year, you're going to have there's holiday parties that are going on. People may have a little bit too much to drink. Officers who are assigned out looking for aggressive driving, drunk driving, and people that are driving texting.
Chief Gordon says if you're heading out to a holiday party this weekend, keep in mind the traffic and also having a designated driver. He says it's something that's crucial during the holidays to keep people safe on the roads.
It's not worth it. You get into an accident, you get arrested for drunk driving. I mean, there's huge penalties that go with that. You may get hurt, somebody else may get hurt or worse.
And Westboro police are making sure they are reminding people to take a taxi, get a designated driver, or use public transportation before getting in the car if you do decide to drink alcohol this holiday weekend. Andy?
Our Catherine Andrioli reporting for us tonight. Catherine, thank you. Holy Cross's rowing teams are being investigated over inappropriate emails. Letters sent to students from the college's president says emails sent by certain students from both the men's and women's rowing team encouraged unsafe and unacceptable conduct and used demeaning language. Holy Cross confirmed Student Affairs is investigating the incident, but would not go into detail as to what the emails said. The athletic department is restricting both teams from all team-related activity pending the investigation. Some scary moments this morning in Bellingham when a school bus collided with a car. No one was hurt in the crash. This is chopper video from the scene. One child was on the bus when the accident happened. The crash did cause some backups on I-495. Another crash on I-495 also causing traffic delays this morning. This one in Marlboro. Now, this happened around 11 a.m. The Telegram reports at least one person was med-flighted to the hospital. The roadway is back up and running at this hour. Well, some people may have been done with their Christmas shopping for a while now, but if you're a last-minute shopper, this is about the time you're just getting started. Many local businesses in Worcester were filled with those last-minute shoppers today. Our Olivia Levin caught up with shoppers and retail staff and has the details.
At That's Entertainment in Worcester, shoppers filled the store Friday picking up last-minute Christmas gifts.
There's playing cards, there's books, there's comic books, especially comic books.
We have thousands of items in the stores to choose from. Something for everyone.
Marketing coordinator Sarana Gatej says extra employees are staffed around the holidays to help keep up with the demand of customers.
It's been a very busy holiday season. We've had lots of folks come in. They've been coming in, especially these past 2 weeks, coming in for last minute buys and such.
Pretty cool store though, they got a lot of stuff in there.
At Bikes and Life, store manager Neil Medin says there is usually a lot of parents picking up bikes for their kids last minute.
Parents that have been eyeing bikes for their kids, but don't want to bring them home so the kids can find them in the garage or in the basement. So they've been waiting for us the day before Christmas to come by and pick them up.
For some, shopping locally is easier than at retail stores.
It's all in customer service. It's all in knowing the people that you're working with.
Helps the local economy, you get to meet people that are in the area.
Button Tree Kids in Worcester says the holiday season is typically the busiest, especially the few days before Christmas.
Usually the last few days before Christmas, it just gets busier as people rush to get the last few things they can.
Now, the National Retail Federation is predicting that combined online and in-store sales could exceed expectations this year. Some of the stores we went to today are advertising big sales throughout Christmas Eve. In Worcester, Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
Some retail stores are also having extended hours right up until the Christmas holiday. For example, Toys R Us is open from now right on through to Christmas Eve at 6 p.m. Well, an Auburn teen who went on a profanity-laced tirade in a police station lobby and threatened to shoot up Auburn High School is being held without bail. Marcus Rodriguez was held as a danger to society at a court hearing yesterday. He faces charges including making a bomb threat and threatening a shooting at Auburn High School. Earlier this year, Rodriguez also allegedly showed up to the Auburn police station saying he was happy about Officer Ron Tarantino's shooting. Traffic backed up earlier today in Grafton due to a water main break. This was the scene on Worcester Street earlier today. As you can see, the water department was out fixing the issue along with police directing traffic. It's not clear what caused the water main break. Some businesses nearby closed due to lack of water. Traffic was down to one lane on Worcester Street for several hours. Drivers are urged to avoid the area. The road is expected to be clear later this evening. Well, today was the second busiest day of the year for a dairy farm in Rochdale. The reason it was so busy was because their homemade eggnog. Cooper's Hilltop Farm only makes the holiday beverage seasonally. Therefore, when they do, it flies off the shelves. Our Brittany Schaefer was at Cooper's farm today and has the details. Brittany?
Andy, the dairy farm has made over 800 gallons of eggnog just this past week, and Friday they almost sold out.
Cooper's Hilltop Farm in Rochdale is in its busy season.
We have been farming for nearly 100 years, and one of our biggest traditions is doing the holiday eggnog.
And Friday, dozens crowded into the farm store to make sure the eggnog is on their tables for Christmas.
It was a gift to us from our daughter, and we loved it, and certainly is going to be a tradition for us.
We've been getting eggnog from this place for about 25 years. It's part of the Christmas tradition, even the Thanksgiving tradition.
I come here all the time because, look, I even have the exact change because I know.
The dairy farm only makes their eggnog seasonally, and in December they make 1,600 gallons of the holiday favorite, which seems to disappear almost as soon as they put it on their store shelves.
We're very fortunate that we are so busy and that we sell out of product, but it's really actually very stressful because we hate to disappoint.
Usually they sell out, and it's hard to get towards Christmas time. So I was lucky today that I was able to get them.
The plant manager, James Cooper, is in charge of making the eggnog and says the process of milking the cows to bottling the product takes several hours.
We put a small amount of milk in, mix sugar and stabilizer in, then we add the cream, then we finish filling it with milk. We heat it to about 140 degrees, then we add the eggnog base and then finish heating it. It's a much longer process than milk.
Many at the farm today say there is a notable difference between store-bought and Cooper's fresh eggnog.
I mean, it's a very fresh product. The cows were milked this morning and the milk's going in to make the eggnog right now. We also use a lot of cream, so it's a very rich eggnog.
Delicious, delicious.
I think it's the nutmeg in it, the taste, and I enjoy that myself. But I only get it once a year, and this is where I get it from.
Now, Cooper's will stop making eggnog before the new year, but will be making a limited supply in April for Easter. Andy?
So I guess they won't be making that eggnog until the cows come home. It's good to see people supporting the local farm, though. Our Brittany Schaefer reporting for us tonight. Brittany, thank you.